is going on? That totally did not work. What's going on, guys? Lone Gamer here. Welcome to something that's called Save the Date. If you know what I mean. This is a game that is... I honestly can't remember. Skip, quick load, quick save. Okay, so F5. Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
Hello. Oh, you're early. You must be calling about tonight.
She's Italian?
I meant to be asking where we are meeting.
I don't know what that is.
I know we were planning on having dinner, but we never decided where.
So pretty much my whole goal is to answer the questions correctly in a way that would save the date. Save the date. So, how does Thai food sound?
Oh, I've never had Thai. That sounds fun. I've always wanted to try Thai food. This will be fun.
Are you ready to order?
I think so. This picture of Pad Thai looks amazing. I think I'll have that. What are you having?
I think I'll have the yellow curly.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good too. But no, I'm sticking with my first choice.
Eventually dinner arrives and Felicia dives into her meal with surprising gusto.
Oh, this is delicious. We should have done this a long time ago. I'm so glad we were able to meet tonight. Do you know why I wanted to do this?
Alright, let's quick save here, why don't we? No.
Well,
She actually looks flustered for a moment.
I've been wanting to ask you. Well, sorry, this is hard to say.
Felicia pauses for a moment and takes a deep breath.
Really hard to say. I'm not feeling.
Were there... Oh.
Were there peanuts in that dish or something? I don't.
She topples face first into her food. The rest of the evening is a blur of an ambulance and yelling, but somehow you feel like you already know what is coming. You're not really surprised when the ashen-faced medical technician comes and tells you what you already basically know. Felicia had a severe peanut allergy and it killed her. Oops. Your date has ended in a disaster. Alright, so I guess we'll start a new game.
Hello. Oh, you're ready. You must be calling. Ah! Sounds good. See you at Burger Shack.
Wait. Oh, no. Dang it. This totally looks like an In-N-Out right now. Like, down to the lines and the waiters and stuff.
I had my doubts when you mentioned this place. It's out of the way. It ain't kind of a sketchy neighborhood, but it looks so great. I think I'll have the bacon burger with extra ketchup. What are you having?
I'll have the cheddar cheeseburger with bacon. Your meal is served and you both dig in. After a few bites, she stops eating and looks wistful.
My dad would have loved this place. He would have been right at home. He really loved the burgers, and this place has great ambience.
She sighs and pokes at her burger. I'm gonna quick save here. What happened to your dad? She rewards your question with a brittle smile. Ooh.
He left Mom and me when I was 6.
She looks directly at you for the first time since the meal was served. Why did she mention her dad loving the place? I don't know, I'm confused. I don't think that makes much sense.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dump that on you out of the blue. I'm just not used to thinking about him. I honestly don't think it's ever come up since we moved here. Mom still tries to call him sometimes, but it's easier if I just don't think about him.
Then don't think about him. She gives you a much warmer smile this time.
But enough of my personal soap opera life. I refuse to be upset in the face of such delicious hamburgers.
That's the way to look at it. She takes another big bite out of her burger.
So I've been thinking lately about school and what comes after.
Who is Felicia? I just thought of that. Like, I don't know who that is. Like, it doesn't say that if we've been dating or if, like, some girl off eBay or something. I don't know. You hear some kind of commotion from coming outside. Felicia cranes her neck to try and see.
What's going on? Is something happening out there?
If I say it doesn't concern us, it's probably gonna mean, like, someone's car got broken. It probably doesn't. Suddenly, there's a loud noise of popping, a loud noise from outside. A succession of loud bangs like a string of firecrackers. It takes you a moment for the red stain spreading across your shirt to register.
I think I've been shot.
You're vaguely aware of more sound of gunfire from outside, but all you can hear is Felicia's labored breathing, each ragged breath sounding louder than anything else in the world. It might have been minutes or centuries later when the ambulance arrives. A kind man with sad eyes loads her in the gurney and rushes her off. He tells you not to worry and that everything will be all right, but you both know he is lying. You hear the ragged breathing stop, and you saw the light fade from her eyes. You never do find out what caused the gunfight in the street. Some gang scuffle, or a drug deal gone wrong, or something. All you saw was the terrible aftermath. Well, that's depressing. Alright, so this time I'm gonna say nothing and keep eating. She takes another big bite out of her burger. Alright, so she's been thinking a lot. You hear the commotion. Hey. Okay, this is important. I need you to duck now. There's a loud sound from outside, and an explosion of plaster showers down from the wall where she was sitting in front of moments ago.
Oh my goodness! Was that gunfire? Did you just save my life? What? How did you know that was going to happen?
What should I say? She's not gonna believe anything.
Wow, that's some luck then. Maybe we should buy a lottery ticket or something. Maybe I should have you buy me a lottery ticket or something. Actually, I think we should go.
Whoops, that's not me.
Anyway, where were we?
I'm gonna... You haven't made it more than a foot from the door, though, when a car crashes into the front of the restaurant. Nice. You're flung to the side. The ambulance arrives quickly, but she doesn't even make it to the hospital before succumbing to internal bleeding and a punctured lung. What is with this game? It's like depressing, man. I don't know if I would keep wanting to play this. And I think for the heck of it, I'm gonna say I reloaded.
So, don't take this the wrong way, but I still think you're full of it. Although I do really appreciate the part where, saved my life and all. But I don't understand why you then turn around and give such an implausible explanation for how you did it. The whole thing, it just feels like one big setup, or a super elaborate practical joke. Like, as soon as I do something a little embarrassing, like saying I believe you, Hayden cameraman will jump out and there will be streamers.
Yeah.
Look, I know, or at least I think I know, that you mean well. I do appreciate not dying from something stupid today. I really do. But this is really confusing, and I think I need to go home. I'm a little too rattled for dinner now anyway. Let's talk again tomorrow.
Ah, she died again! Oh, she died again. Dang it. Come on. Alright, so I'm gonna go with making a joke, and then let's finish our fine dinner. She seems a bit spooked by her near-death experience, and you finish out the meal. talking about meaningless trivialities. Suddenly, everything goes white and you're flying through the air. Everything goes black. You later find out from the hospital that there was a gas explosion. Striking the luck of the mindless, one of the bullets managed to hit the fuel line for the gas oven. You're shaken and bruised, but come on! But sadly, she did not survive. I'm gonna go to Taco.
I've heard good things about this place, and I hear they got a new chef recently, too. I really like how we're on the docks like this. It's like we're eating right on the water.
Let's see if they have a free booth. You are directed to a booth, and the server brings out water and menus.
All right, let's have some tacos. Do you have any recommendations? I hear their fish tacos are amazing, but I'm open to other options.
I'm gonna go with enchilada.
Tempting, but not tempting enough. Fish tacos for me, please. Ha ha. I hope I don't sound too obsessed to you, but for some reason I'm really excited about tacos tonight. I'm not normally this obsessed, honest. Do you ever get like that, obsessed over some particular thing you want to the exclusion of everything else?
Not really. I'm pretty easygoing.
Haha, yeah, I guess. Oh, what was that?
She points out the window.
Are those dolphins? I think those are dolphins.
Where are we if we're dolphins? You follow her as she runs to the railing and looks out over the ocean.
Oh, it's dolphins! I'm so glad we came here tonight. This is so awesome. Have you ever seen anything quite like this?
No, this is incredible. Once, maybe. Let's go with that. She gazes out at the picturesque scene for a moment longer, and then several things happen all at once.
Whoa, what's happening?
Too quickly for you to react, and yet somehow with agonizing slowness, the railing, and in fact the whole patio, collapses into the sea. Felicia tries to jump for safety as soon as she feels like everything begins to move, but she is not quick enough. You lose sight of her in the churning water amidst all the debris from the deck. That was the last time you saw her. The currents near there are known to be treacherous, and they never did manage to find a body. The end. Change the plans. Too dangerous. If you want to live. Haha, nice. But seriously, where are we getting dinner? I want to go with Thai food again, because we might have some different options.
Wow, for real? I'm glad you told me.
I'm actually like super allergic to peanuts. That could have been really bad.
Actually, it was kind of silly how they found out. When I was little, I saw elephants on TV and decided I wanted to be an elephant when I grew up. So I ate some peanuts that my dad had left out. And my face all swelled up and got all puffy. And I was convinced that it was me turning into an elephant, just like I'd planned. So I stumbled into the living room like my face was like twice its normal size and slurred out,
Look, Mama. Look, Dada. I'm gonna be an elephant.
After I got back from my emergency, we laughed about that for years.
She looks almost wistful. How did you know I was allergic? I don't think I've ever told anyone at school. Not this again. What am I gonna tell her? I'm psychic.
Haha, no, I'm being serious, you dork. How did you know?
This has got it. Here, think of a number.
Which is your guess? Ha, got you. It was -8. No one ever guesses.
Suddenly, the restaurant is full of yelling, and there are shiny pieces of metal flying everywhere. Your last thought is something like, why are there ninjas in a Thai restaurant? Ninjas are Japanese, you're racist. Before you're hit in the head with a nunchuck and everything goes dark. You never do find out what the attack was all about. Some kind of underworld power struggle, oddly themed gang warfare, sinister Nataro cosplay. In the end, it doesn't really matter. 12 people died in the attack. Felicia was one of them. And you never found out what it was about. The end. Come on! I'm psychic. -8. Decimes are natural enemies of frauds, you know. Alright, so when a car comes, this is so original. Alright, so psychic. Now I'm gonna go -8, 7.53. That's actually kind of creepy. Why are you telling me this?
What is this all about?
Well, that's bad.
I knew I shouldn't have gotten out of bed this morning. Okay, so Grim stuff is going down. How can we stop it? You're the one who's psychic.
We're gonna get hit by a car. Come on. Is there a way that she doesn't die? The two of you sit down at a table near a giant window where you can look over the water. The sun is starting to set, and the waves are turning gold-colored. The effect is quite beautiful.
Okay, let's have some tacos. Do you have any recommendations? I hear their fish tacos are amazing, but I'm open to other suggestions.
Fish tacos, you're right. You convinced me. The whole obsessive things. I can be pretty single-minded. Dolphins. Actually, this is in Portland.
What? Was I in the way or?
What? The portion of the deck where she was just standing abruptly collapses into the water.
I was standing there. Holy moly, that was close. I could have died. How did you know the deck was gonna give and that it was safe over here?
I'm psychic. Alright, -8. Ah, she's using the same numbers. Psychic code and all.
What? I didn't even know psychics had a code.
Now we finished dinner.
What's it like being a psych?
Suddenly you're interrupted by screams and the sound of a lot of things breaking. Your first thought is suddenly that there are snakes everywhere. Soon enough, though, you realize it's your mistake. It's actually just tentacles. Countless tentacles coming from every window, opening, boiling up from the rolling waters beneath the restaurant. Not snakes at all, you think, as Felicia is pulled out of the window with a tentacle wrapped around her, over a foot in diameter. Just a sea monster. What need do I do to make this not end in a disaster? You know, I'm honestly starting to think that there isn't a way for this to come out well. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna make. I can't put it any plainer than that. It's not really funny. Look, it's complicated, but no, I'm not kidding. You're in terrible danger. We need to go somewhere safe. Look, there's a lot that I don't know what's going on, but I do know this. If we go to dinner tonight, one or maybe both of us will end up dead. Alright. Just
I feel like I'd be an idiot too for just ignoring someone talking to me about dying. But this isn't the kind of thing that happens in real life, you know? Someone I've known for a while just come up and telling me I'm gonna die tonight? I mean, when's this gonna happen? What makes you think I'm gonna die? What's the worst that could happen?
wow. Could get shot. Clearly not gonna happen.
Where did you even come up with that? Have you been sitting home today, coming up with all the things that you could go wrong?
I'm just gonna see if I can convince her not to go.
What can you do to convince me that dinner is a bad idea? Sitting here at home after a completely near-death experience-free day, it's hard to imagine anything really bad happening like you're saying. So what can you say to make me believe I'm actually in terrible danger?
Page 144, the first sentence is,
What pulling wobblers means, he said.
I think I'm gonna go have dinner. I'm just weirded out. Alright, we'll talk later.
Like, this has all been very strange.
After a few minutes, there is the sound of an airplane getting closer and closer, followed by one of the loudest noises you have ever heard. The TV in the background switches to an emergency report about the plane crash and fires that are happening right now. Even before the news confirms it, though, you have a pretty good idea. exactly who the plane crashed on top of. You didn't even have a date and it still ended in a disaster. This is nuts. This is not gonna work, okay? Alright, so I'm gonna try one more time to see if I can convince her. Maybe by talking about... you're pretty insistent anyway. Let's see. Peanut allergy. Clearly not gonna happen. This is a bad idea. Alright. I know that you... Why would you even bring that up?
How do you even know about that? Have you been talking to Mom? Or stalking me or something? I'm not sure I feel comfortable with you digging around in my personal life like that. I think I'm gonna call dinner off. You've at least creeped me out enough to get out of dinner at any rate. I'm gonna go find something myself. We'll talk more tomorrow, I guess.
I just don't want to meet. She's friendly enough, but there's a barrier between you. You remain friendly acquaintances, but that's as far as it ever goes. You never manage to ask her out to dinner again. Eventually, she starts seeing someone else. Years later, they have started a life together, aren't extremely happy. You try not to envy them, but sometimes you wonder if things might have gone differently. Alright, guys. I'm gonna have to end this here. I've been recording for a long time. This is gonna be funny anyway. So I guess I'll see you guys later. Lone Gamer, over now.